Greetings and welcome to another episode of Q Points Podcast. I am DJ Sir Daniel.
And my name is Jay Ray, sometimes known by my government as Johnny Ray Cornegay III. And Sir Daniel, we are going to talk about the triple threat girls, a few of them.
That's right. Let me find my lights first,
Yes.
Jay Ray. Because, well, first, before we got to this topic, there's something really funny happened. It just so happens that we were speaking about this. We were going to talk about this person, and then this thing happened. Jay Ray, Phylicia Rashad was trending the other day due to the recent NPR Tiny Desk performance of Tidra Moses, who
Shout out to Tidra Moses.
Tidra Moses, still the baddest.
Complex simplicity, classic. Okay.
Classic. And she did bear a striking resemblance to the veteran stage and screen actress. Yes. She actually had Phylicia Rashad trending, J. Ray. That was hilarious. But it's just, Phylicia was that girl. Ooh. Phylicia Rashad, or at that time, Phylicia Allen, was regarded by many of her peers as a triple threat, which was a lot of the girls back then.
You had to be. You had to be
in like the 70s and the early 80s. If you had to have all the talents in your bag if you were going to make it big. Like if you had to be adept at singing, you had to be adept at dancing and acting. You would be known as a triple threat.
Yes.
You know who's a perfect example of that? Vanessa Williams.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Vanessa, too, who's on stage in London in The Devil Wears Prada. But yeah, perfect example of the triple threat. You had to be able to do it all.
Right. But of course, Vanessa Williams was not the only one. Let's just run it down the line. We got three divas that we want to talk about on this episode. Let's start with Is she the big sister?
No, she's the little sister.
She's the little sister. Okay.
But she is the big personality of the
little sister, as my grandmother, who is this big, used to say, small axe cuts down a big tree.
Yes.
Every single time. So Debbie Allen, famously known for directing hit shows like Grey's Anatomy, and A Different World and others, made her mark on Broadway in hit shows like Sweet Charity, and West Side Story. And she also went on to play Lydia Grant.
She sure did.
In the iconic movie and television show Fame.
Sir Daniel, what did she have to say? What did you have to do?
If you want fame costs. And right here is where you start paying in sweat.
Yes.
Okay. So, you talk about a line that lives rent-free in my head till this day. And that show came out in 82?
Yeah.
To this day. And so, Debbie Allen was, like I said, she conquered Broadway. She conquered television. She also went and dropped the album on us.
She sure did. So Debbie Allen's only album, actually, Special Look, was released in 1989. And just a little bit of the history on this particular record. Norm Nixon, her husband, was a big executive in sports because he, former basketball player. And he negotiated this deal and executive produced this album. So MCA Records, Debbie Allen was like, she was already doing all the things. She was directing A Different World. Like that was her big gig at the time. And Norm was like, hey, let's do a record. And so Debbie is like, all right, let me get in the studio and let me do an album. Right. Let me tell you something though about Special Look as a record. I have a theory. So here's my theory about this album, Sir Daniel. My theory about this album is Special Look, if it was released like a year and a half prior, would have been a hit. I feel like the record sits in like a late 87, 88 bag right before New Jack Swing hit and took over everything. is where
Yeah.
Special Look sits. But Special Look came in 89 when New Jack Swing had already happened. Hip hop is taking over the world. R&B sounds really different.
Different.
Right?
Yeah.
So this album would have competed with Forever Your Girl in 88, right?
Or
Special Look would have been
Pebbles,
Pebbles, all of that. Special Look would have been
Karen
right
White, all
there
yeah.
fighting with those girls. But now
Yes.
Special Look is competing with those girls and new girls, right? So anyway, but what's dope about this record is Kashif produces several joints on this record. Rock Me Steady. There's like bops on Special Look. So all the Kashif joints are bops. So names like Kashif, names like Gerald Albright, are all over Special Look. She did have some really top folks working with her to bring this album together. Um, is Debbie Allen the best vocalist in the world? No, but she was right there with what the girls was doing at the time and could hold her own, and to her point, could do other things. Before I read a quote from Debbie Allen, Sir Daniel, I do want to make a quick note. You know who was a tech on this record? Larry Smith was a tech on
Wow.
one of the songs on this album, and which it was Love Club, which is a bop, produced by Kashif, written by Alex Brown, Brian Morgan, not 90s Brian Morgan, other Brian Morgan, Kashif and Shelly Morgan. But yeah, Love Club also
Morgan and Morgan.
Exactly. Love Club also features a assistant by one Larry Smith, who by that point was a hip hop producing legend.
Yes.
He was an assistant engineer on this song in 1989.
And we're gonna talk about Mr. Larry Smith in another episode.
Yes, but
coming soon.
Real quick, I want to read a quote from Ebony Magazine from Debbie Allen. She was doing her rollout. So Debbie Allen was everywhere in 1989, which is a whole other thing to talk about. But so here is what Debbie Allen had to say about this release. So this is a quote from Ebony. Quote, "Yes, Debbie Allen is tough, but in a most feminine way. And she's not a way to take on the fancy step and pop divas of the new generation. With the release of her first LP and music video, Special Look, which Debbie Allen directed, as a note, she aims to show Paula Abdul and Janet Jackson a few new moves." Here's what Debbie said.
Ooh.
Debbie said, "Visuals are so important now in the music industry, especially in videos," she says, adding that many young singers will not succeed because they don't make a good impression on camera or they simply can't dance. Neither is a problem for Allen, who says, "I am visual. Honey, I am ready to go on the road now and open for Guy or Bobby Brown," she says in her charismatic, animated manner. Debbie Allen was ready for the girls.
And I can see her now, just, all kinds of flair, and while she's talking, she's doing high kicks, and and what's so funny is that Janet and Paula were on Fame.
Yes.
And I'm sure they all know each other. They all knew each other at that time. And of course, Paula Abdul went on to be Forever Your Girl. So they really were battling for that spot.
Yes.
And I completely forgot about that. Thank you for reminding us of how Paula Abdul probably just inched Debbie Allen out by a mile.
Literally, Debbie Allen would have been right there in the mix had this record dropped a year prior.
So you mentioned the video. And that video, I'm not gonna lie, that video, I remember the first time I saw it on Video Music Box. Jerry, I'm not gonna lie, I was cracking up at this video first because my 13-year-old ears kept, in the song, I kept hearing, is she saying boosh? Boosh. This is what I'm hearing. Right. And then, your friends, my friend Shawana Scott and I, we were like, is she saying bullish?
Right.
And it sounds like she's saying bullish, bullish. So immediately I am cracking up. Like, is she cursing? Because this is Debbie Allen. I'm not expecting her to curse. And then the video is high camp, J Ray. It is high camp. It features T-Mac, the Last Dragon.
Yes.
And it's, of course, it's a martial arts theme video where she's playing a ninja and they're trying, and she and T-Mac are joining forces to beat some evil kung fu underlord and rescue somebody, and and flirting at the same time.
Of course.
And, there's a lot of high kicks and a lot of shoulder moves and throwing your neck back. And it was hilarious to me. And I think it was funny to me because, like you said, at that point in '89, hip hop has already made such a huge impression on us.
Yes.
That we're not used to Broadway antics.
Yes.
In music videos anymore. It's kind of calmed down.
Yes.
There's a grittier edge to things. And Debbie Allen is like 5, 6, 7, 8,
Let's
and pot of beret, and kickball change, and is giving you all these, all of that.
Yes.
Which we love her for.
Yes.
Absolutely love her for. But God bless her.
5 and 6 and 7.
5, 6, 7, 8. But Jay, one thing you didn't mention, she does a duet with her sister on this album.
Sure does. And and to that,
More Than a Man.
Baby, listen. And we forget, because Phylicia Rashad became Claire Huxtable. Like, literally, we forgot for a smooth decade that Phylicia Rashad existed in kind of this Broadway music world in addition to her TV career. And so this album reminded us real quick, like, oh, Phylicia Rashad sings too, because that was the thing. Debbie wanted to be the dancer, Phylicia wanted to be the singer, and I think they have a brother, and the brother wanted to do something too. But so the whole clan is talented. But
Mama's a poet.
Right? So it's just like talent everywhere. So Phylicia Rashad, and that's the thing. So by this time, we forgot that Phylicia Rashad had a record, which I did not know about until I was good and grown, because the record was not a hit. But yeah, Phylicia Rashad had actually had an entire album.
So this is going to be important. Phylicia Allen at the time, like J. Ray said, was doing a stint on Broadway, and she was performing in The Wiz, but she was also the understudy on Dreamgirls.
Yes, that's
important. For one Sheryl Lee Ralph. Keep that in mind. I mean, the circle is so small.
Right.
It's so small. But yeah, like you said, J. Ray, she went on to become Claire Huxtable. And when she was Claire Huxtable, that was it.
Yeah.
So, J. Ray, we've recently had a string of bad weather. And you know who I kept thinking about? Especially on the snow days, I kept thinking about parents. I can't imagine being a parent and having to come up with things like to occupy your children's time, but at the same time, they're missing school, so you want it to be a productive time as well. Luckily for all our parents out there, we have a great friend by the name of Penny. I'm talking about What's Poppin' Penny, the fantastic children's show, and it is now available on YouTube, J. Ray. Their first animated episode is coming out this spring of 2025.
That's right, DJ Sir Daniel. So it is the goal to have 1,000 subscribers on the What's Poppin' Penny YouTube page. So parents, caregivers, teachers, trusted adults, if you can hear the sound of our voices, go on over to YouTube and subscribe to What's Poppin' Penny so that your brownstone buddies can check out the animated version of the show when it is released this spring.
It doesn't matter, even if you're already subscribed and listening to the show on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, you gotta go over to YouTube and hit that subscription button. Subscribe.
Peace.
Peace. Josephine Superstar. Josephine Superstar debuted in 1978 on
Yeah.
Casablanca Records, which is the same label that gave us Donna Summers, The Village People, and a whole host of even Kiss, right?
Kiss
At one
was on
point.
that. Yeah. We
Yeah.
did a show on Spinning Gold. If you check out our Donna Summer show, we talk a little bit about that docu-film Spinning Gold. We're not recommending it. We're just saying we talked about Neil Bogart. To be very clear, we talked about but Neil Bogart. That's the house that Neil Bogart built, and Casablanca Records still exists today, but was a huge label famous for its disco and its rock and roll back in the 70s. And yeah, her husband at the time, Victor Willis, was the lead singer of the Village People, and which was essentially one of the biggest acts on the label.
Huge.
And so Victor wielded a lot of power and led to Josephine Superstar.
Co-writing and producing this album, which was a disco album telling the story of Josephine Baker, who was the first international Black superstar. So imagine, when you think about it, I think that's a dope concept, actually. To take that on, it was probably ahead of its time.
That is my feeling about this record. I don't think Josephine Superstar is a good album, right? Mm-hmm. But I think, to your point, I think it was ahead of its time. And first of all, I love the idea that these Black folks, Victor Willis and Phylicia Allen, said, we are going to use our moment to lift up a Black superstar and make an album about that. I think that right there deserves props like no other, because they could have done anything else, right? They could have just leaned into doing run-of-the-mill disco records at the time, but they said, no, we're going to do this story. My guess is that Victor wanted this to be an actual Broadway show. I think they were just trying out this idea of making this album so that Phylicia could bring Josephine Superstar to the Broadway stage. It literally just seems like it was written like a Broadway show that happened to be an album. I don't know.
You know what? That actually makes sense, because if we look at these record labels that they were on, they weren't huge record labels, but they had very powerful people behind them. Because it's so funny you bring up wanting to turn this into a play. Like I said earlier, Phylicia Allen, at the time, was the understudy on Dreamgirls to one Sheryl Lee Ralph, famously known for playing Dina in Dreamgirls, which is, of course, the role of all roles.
Yes.
And as history tells it, Phylicia never got the shot. She never got a chance to get on, because Sheryl was like, oh no, I'm playing every night of this. No, I'm sorry. You will be my understudy. Just keep studying.
I'm going to be here.
I'm going to be here. But, and why not? Because she is the incomparable Sheryl Lee Ralph, who, like I said, we all know from Dreamgirls. She got a Tony nomination for that role. And we, of course, know her from movies like Sister Act 2, where she famously tries to keep one Lauryn Hill from going to singing in the competition, because singing don't make no money. And, she's, of course, done television, like Designing Women. And, of course, everybody knows her from Moesha. But can I just really talk really quick about two camp classics that Sheryl Lee Ralph starred in? I love camp. So in the 80s, one of Cheryl's not first TV shows, but one of her big break shows was a small show called It's a Living.
I really remember that show, baby. It's a Living was a thing.
That intro alone, we keep talking about song sitcom television song intros and whatnot, It's a Living had one of the best
Yes.
intros to me because it was a Broadway number in itself,
Mm-hmm.
and it was talking about trying to make it in It's a Living, but yeah, they were cocktail waitresses at a high-rise
Mm-hmm.
restaurant, one of those restaurant in the skies type of things.
Yes.
Very 80s, very sitcom, very punch jokes, and it was just great. But I got it. Do you all remember in early 91, Sheryl Lee Ralph, Phyllis Yvonne Stickney, and one Mr. Morris Day starred in a very short-lived sitcom called New Attitude,
Yeah, I
and it was
forgot
set
about
in a
that
beauty
show.
salon.
Was it
Yep,
the beauty salon show? Because Phyllis Stickney was
Cheryl
doing her
and
Phyllis Stickney shtick.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
They owned the salon together, and Morris Day was a hairstylist, but he, of course, was a
Like
womanizing
Suave.
hairstylist.
Yes.
Yeah, very suave, but he was also singing on the side. And of course, they were, the two plucky young women trying to keep their beauty shop afloat, and it's all kinds of hilarity ensues. So you can find clips of New Attitude on YouTube. So all my 90s sitcom folks, go ahead and check that out.
Yes.
All right, so let's get to the music.
Yes.
Like we were saying, so Sheryl Lee Ralph was signed to a record label called here's the thing.
Yeah.
This label had several different names because in different countries it was different record labels.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one says Beatbox Records.
Yeah.
Here's a sample of, this is one of the 12
Baby,
inches that it was released on.
hold on. Let's talk about this. Put that cover back up so y'all can't see this. So I'm gonna describe what Sir Daniel is showing the people. Sheryl Lee Ralph has got on this zebra dress. She got that Angela
The
Wimbush hairdo.
pompadour.
She is
Yep.
sharp, okay, on this cover.
I mean, it's so 80s and I love everything about it. But the record label was actually owned by a guy,
Was it
gosh, I can't
Sid
remember his name.
Bernstein?
Bernstein, that's it. And
Mhm.
it was the New York Music
Yep.
Company owned by Sid Bernstein, who was a mover and shaker in Hollywood.
Yep.
So he was, he had her signed and he
Mhm.
got her this record deal. And the debut album was called In the Evening.
Yes.
1984,
Ooh.
which yielded the number 5 Billboard dance chart hit of the same name, In the Evening. The Real Me Comes Alive. And I have that 12-inch around here somewhere, but it's a bop, J. Ray.
Listen, it is a total bop. So Sheryl Lee Ralph famously has talked about, how she had to kind of move, shake, and hustle to make things happen in Hollywood. As a dark-skinned Black woman, it was not going to be easy for her, right? To do what she needed to do. So Sid Bernstein had this label. It was like 18 months old by the time that Sheryl Lee Ralph had signed to it. Trevor Lawrence, who produced, this makes perfect sense, who produced the Pointer Sisters, produced this album. And so when you listen to this album, it sounds like the Pointer Sisters, right?
Yep.
Very much in that vein. But here is what really got Sheryl Lee Ralph signed. She had been on this show that I can't remember, but I looked it up. Codename Foxfire. So Sheryl Lee Ralph had been on this show called Codename Foxfire. She was like, she had a breakout role and it was showing people who she was, right? Her manager got her to perform one of the songs on the show. Like they was really moving and shaking. But here's a quote from Billboard from February of 1985. It said, quote, "While it would be nice to liken her story to the rags to riches theme of Dreamgirls, Ralph reveals none of the fumbling innocence of the stage production's native starlets, since she manages all facets of her career. She was like doing all the moving parts of things, right? She says, I haven't found anyone who can do it as well as I do. So Sheryl Lee Ralph was literally managing herself in the early 1980s, got herself on a show, got herself signed to a record deal, got herself an album released.
That's crazy. And I was looking through the credits of the album, and I see Porter and Hayes show up.
Mm-hmm.
That's Isaac Hayes and
Yep.
David Porter wrote a song on there, and also Robert Neville, Mr. C'est La Vie, was featured is a
Mm-hmm.
featured producer on the album as well. So this chunk of 80s nostalgia means a lot to me. And it's so funny. I became familiar with the song in the most unlikely places, J. Ray.
Where?
There was a variety slash drag show here in Atlanta, famously called the Stars of the Century show, that went on. It's probably has gone on for over 20 years now. But there was a point in the show, J. Ray, at the end of the show, they would play in the evening as their closing vamp rollout, because that's when they would introduce all the cast members.
Uh-huh.
And I just remember sitting there thinking, what is this song? And in the evening, the real me comes alive, and then come to find out, it's Sheryl Lee Ralph, after all these years, who has made a true renaissance of her life.
Yes.
Is high atop the TV ratings again in Abbott Elementary. And it's like, you can't write a career out. You can't come up with this stuff on your own. That's truly a guided career for someone like that, to start off, on Broadway and have these sparks here and there in your career. And I can only imagine when you, as a creative, I think you kind of wish and hope for that one big thing.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it doesn't happen like that. It's not like that one big thing that just takes you over the top. It's these, what I call breadcrumbs, the universe giving you breadcrumbs and doing things here and there. Here's Moesha. You'll be on that for 5 years.
Yes.
And people will know you forever for that. Here's Sister Act 2.
Yes.
Here's the Mighty Quinn, when you're playing with Denzel Washington,
right?
Your first film role, so, and then, these moments where you have two podcasters digging up old 12 inches with you on the cover like this. That's an amazing career.
Man, I firmly believe, and that's why I think it's really important. We just have to lean into our gifts and do the work. At the end of the day, it would be nice if there was some big thing that kind of thrust us into like this larger spotlight or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think the ultimate goal is you get to live and work doing the things that you love. And what I think about all of these women is that they've been living and working, doing the things that they love. And it just so happened that one of the things that they did was make records. And of these three people, Sheryl Lee Ralph is the unique one in that she has like a second album. I think she did a Christmas record a few years ago. So she has the distinction of being like, no, I have not one, I have two releases. So, but listen, all of the TV and Broadway girls wanted an album. It was part of the deal. And I'm so happy that we got a chance to kind of celebrate these three women. Oh, by the way, of these three albums, Special Look still goes up. I actually, in preparing for this, I found some joints on Special Look. I'm like, that's going into the rotation. I'm gonna play
that's
that.
Going into, you know what? I was listening back to it. I was like, this is not a bad album either. It's not that bad at all. And so shout out to them. Shout out to the divas of stage, screen, and records. This has been Q Points. J. Ray, let the people know one more time how they can continue following us and get more great content like this.
Absolutely, y'all. So if you can see our faces, if you can hear our voices, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. And also, if you could do us a solid, share the show wherever. If you like Q Points, chances are the people who are in your life will like Q Points too. So make sure you let them know about the show, okay? If you want to support the show, we would love it if you can do that. You can shop our store at store.qpoints.com, or you can visit Q Points Mag, where you can subscribe and get some additional content from us. We'd love for you to do that as well. It helps to keep the lights on. Last but not least, visit our website at qpoints.com, where you can watch old shows. You can read all about the history of Q Points and do all types of stuff over there. So visit us at our website, y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
And 5, 6, 7, 8, big finish. And what do I always say? In this life, you have a choice. You can either pick up the needle or you can let the record play. I am DJ Sir Daniel.
I am J Ray, y'all. Peace.
And this has been Q Points Podcast, dropping the needle on Black music history. We will see you on the next go round.
Oosh.
Whoosh.